Who was Geoffrey Chaucer? 1357 Geoffrey Chaucer became a public servant to Countess Elizabeth of Ulster and continued in that capacity with the British court throughout his lifetime. Canterbury Tales became his best-known and most acclaimed work. He died 25 October 1400 in London, England, and was the first to be buried in Westminster Abbey's Poets' Corner. Early life and marriage. Poet Geoffrey Chaucer was born circa 1340, most likely at his parents' house on Thames Street in London, England. Chaucer's family was of the bourgeois class, descended from an affluent family who made their money in the London wine trade. According to some sources, Chaucer's father John carried on the family wine business. Geoffrey Chaucer is believed to have attended St. Paul's Cathedral School, where he probably first became acquainted with the influential writing of Virgil and Ovid. In 1357, Chaucer became a public servant to Countess Elizabeth of Ulster, the Duke of Clarence's wife, for which he was paid a small stipend, enough to pay for his food and clothing. In 1359, the teenage Chaucer went off to fight in the Hundred Years' War in France, and at Rethel he was captured for ransom. Thanks to Chaucer's royal connection, King Edward III helped pay his ransom. After Chaucer's release, he joined the royal service, traveling throughout France, Spain, and Italy on diplomatic missions throughout the early to mid-1360s. For his services, King Edward granted Chaucer a pension of 20 marks. In 1366, Chaucer married Philippa Royd, the daughter of Sir Payne Royd, and the marriage conveniently helped further Chaucer's career in the English court. Chaucer, the great writer. Meanwhile, his reputation as a poet growing sometime in the 1380s, Chaucer wrote the poem Troilus and Cresside. He also wrote the legend of Good Woman. However, Geoffrey Chaucer is most famous for his work The Canterbury Tales. They are a series of tales told by a group of pilgrims on their way to Canterbury. However, Chaucer also wrote a technical book called Treatise on the Astrolabe. Meanwhile, Chaucer held other poets. From 1398 to 1391, he was clerk of the king's works, responsible for overseeing royal building projects. Then in 1391, Chaucer became deputy forester in the royal forest of Batheaton Park in North Batheaton in Somerset. Finally, in 1394, the king granted him a pension of £20 a year. Geoffrey Chaucer died in 1400. The cause of his death is unknown. Chaucer was buried in Westminster Abbey. There is a crater on the moon named after Chaucer.